Hi, everyone out there. Thank you for coming to this space again today. And my name remains Andrew Peter Milestone. Welcome to the Purpose Podcast. Today, we are looking at a topic that will really impact our lives. Today's topic says understanding grace and purpose. Understanding grace and purpose. Without understanding, we don't enjoy benefits of anything. When you get a new product, what helps you enjoy that product is understanding of the product. So we want to look at the understanding of two major things, which is purpose and grace. But we will look at grace first of all. What is grace? Grace, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, grace says, grace is the smoothness and the ease of movement. Grace is the smoothness and the efficiency of movement. So there's the way you run. They will say, this person run gracefully. That grace means, in the Bible, grace means that it is not your effort. It is an unmerited favor. It is beyond your capacity, but yet you are operating in its reality. It is not your capacity, but yet you are operating in its reality. We got salvation by grace. Man could not save himself. We could not save ourselves, but God gave us salvation through Jesus, and it is a work of grace. So it is the smoothness and the easiness of which you move concerning something without you earning that capacity by your struggle. So grace is the absence of struggle. Now we want to look, what is purpose? Your purpose is the original intent for which you were born. Your purpose is the original plan God had in mind before creating you. Now, purpose means intentionality. When you want to do something, they ask you, why are you doing this? That is purpose. So the big question to ask ourselves now is, why did God create us? What is my purpose on earth? If you understand your particular purpose on earth, the reason God created you here for such a time as this, then also understanding grace, you will now see that grace and purpose have some similarities. It has a way where they correlate. Your purpose was given to you by grace. You have a fantastic purpose. In fact, God has created you for something higher than you. Deep down, you know this thing is not achievable by my strength. When you look inwards and you look at your experience, the failures you had in life, you ask yourself, what will God do with a person like me? What will God do with a failure like me? You say those words because you don't understand grace. Your purpose was given to you out of grace. It is God's capacity you need to fulfill the assignment He has for your life. It is God's capacity you need, not your own effort, but the capacity of God. How can you have the capacity of God? It's like I want to have 6 packs, and I ask my wife to do the gym, go to the gym and gym for me while I get 6 packs. Is that possible? Does that make sense? Somebody else is carrying the weight, but I'm here having the 6 packs. That is what grace can do. You did not end your purpose. Your purpose is bigger than your wildest imagination. Who would have thought that a baby born in a manger has a purpose to save the whole humanity for eternity? That is what purpose is about. So God has created you with a purpose and an assignment. Your assignment is bigger than the scope of your dreams. Your dream may be to have 1-story building in your village. Your dream may be, if I can just get a simple Toyota to run around. If I can just have 1 child. These are your dreams. But God's purpose exceeds that. And if you want to enter that purpose, you are also going to enter a life of grace. Are you not tired of struggling? Are you not tired of doing so much yet getting so little? The only escape from that life is grace. And grace connects you to the purpose that God created you for. Jeremiah in the Bible, the book of Jeremiah chapter 1, Jeremiah was complaining, I'm a child, but God says, don't say you're a child, for I will be with you. So it is God's capacity that Jeremiah needed to become what God has ordained. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5, God said to Jeremiah, before you were born, I knew thee, and I have ordained you as a prophet unto the nations. Jeremiah was seeing a version of himself that was very small, a small child of 19 years old. How am I going to be a prophet? He said, God said to him, he says, don't be afraid. Be courageous. The same thing he spoke to Joshua. The same thing he spoke to Gideon. It's not about you. This battle is mine. I'm just using you so that you can partake of my glory. That is what God is doing when he gives us our purpose. He creates a very weak thing and demands a very strong result. Because when the weak thing realizes his weakness, it will ask God for strength. So when we ask God for his strength, we are now able gracefully to fulfill our purpose. People don't know you, even though they think they know you. You don't even know yourself until you look out and see who God calls you by name. When God is telling Gideon, you are a courageous warrior, you are a valiant, a gallant warrior, Gideon was seeing himself as a farmer. So I don't know how you are seeing yourself, but I'm trying to help you come into the grace life, into the purpose life. Your purpose is bigger than your own imagination. So God has called you for a great life. He has wired you with capacity to actually connect to this greatness and to fulfill purpose. But you are looking at your own strength. Right now, shift your focus to God's strength, because God's strength is capable to help us achieve everything God has called us to be. God will not call you to do something he has not put inside of you. But you need faith to release your potential, and you will see yourself flying high in life, doing the exact thing God has created you to do and has appointed you to solve as an assignment. That is when the world will give you your ovation. That is when people will rise up and give you a round of applause, because you have done something that is beyond normal. If anybody walks on the ground, that doesn't make the news. But when you walk on water, that is when it's newsworthy. So God has called you into a life of breaking records, into a life of being newsworthy. And then you will see that indeed you are called for greatness. Until I come your way next time, please embrace the life of grace by accepting your mighty purpose. Until I come your way next time, I remain Andrew Peter Milestone. Stay blessed.